All right, we're almost there. Okay, and we are back online again. We're recording it anyway. Mike has suggested that we do another podcast. Guy with bloodstains on his shirt. Anyway, there's. I'm sorry. What did I say? Mike suggested that we talk about what the attempted assassination of Trump could mean for the country.
Yep.
And
Not just the country, but how people are going to react to it, and what do we think is going to come out of it. Okay? So, first of all,
hold on a sec. Let me check something here. I want. Okay, I thought no. I thought this wasn't recording properly. It is. It is.
so the thing is that, okay, certainly all of the MAGA people are right now very upset and talking to each other. So the MAGA network is going to get tighter. There's going to be a lot more texts going back and forth, etc. If you want to have some sort of privacy, you're going to have to avoid the texting.
You have to avoid the what?
Texting.
Texting.
Texting
How so? What do you mean?
on your phone.
How is that going to affect my problem? We mean texting. Well, I mean, I'll still text people I text every day, like my.
I'm
my
talking
family.
about this issue.
Oh, this.
You're
Okay.
going to be getting with other MAGA people, and we have to be careful about what we say and what we put in our texts now, because they're going to use that against us.
To call us terrorists, domestic terrorists.
Yes, and the thing is that right now people are saying terrorist shit. Why? Because we're pissed, and when one of your side gets bloodied, you talk shit, and so they're going to have a whole load of shit talk to go through, and they're going to start messing with people. So that's one of my predictions.
Yeah. That's going to. That's only going to inflame this open wound in our country even more.
And then there's going to be a lot of wasted time as to whether or not Antifa exists or not.
Well, it doesn't matter. I know they exist. I've seen them myself. I remember I was in New York in Chinatown a couple of years ago with Valentina, and Chucky Schumer was on some stage there talking to all these people who were all non-white, and he's saying, "You're the future. You're the future. You're the future." In other words, the future of America was not going to be like it's past at all.
Right.
We were going to be gone somehow. Anyway,
Yeah.
But right behind me, there was this big, tall dude dressed in the Antifa guard. He had the helmet, the body armor, the black pants and shirt, everything.
I'm going to make another prediction.
Go ahead.
The prediction is this, that Trump is going to get a larger amount of donations than he got when he became felonized, and it's going to break that record.
Oh,
people
yeah.
Get throwing money at him hand over fist.
I think you're absolutely correct. I hadn't thought of that. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
I also think that Trump is going to have to make, when he does his events, he has to be in an enclosure. He has to be.
They're definitely going to put him in a glass thing,
in a box.
Thing. Yeah. Like Valentina told me, she said, "Oh, now Trump's going to be like the Pope and glass thing." I said, "Well, he's already in bulletproof vehicles, and they always put the vehicle in a different location on any time he goes. Sometimes he's in the first, sometimes the last, sometimes somewhere in between."
What I would suggest to those people when they set up that thing, you have 3 of them, and inside 2 of them is a holographic image, so this way shooter won't know which one is which.
That's nice. It's not bad.
I also predict that a number of jackasses like AOC, etc., that Muslim bitch from Minnesota, whatever
Ilhan Omar or
Yeah,
the other,
yeah.
the real ugly
They're
one?
all going to say that they're very unhappy over the fact that the shooter missed.
Oh yeah, I wish they would say that out loud.
They're
Okay,
going to say it.
AOC, that bitch is up for re-election again, and again she's going up against a woman of color who is a veteran. Okay, who should have won last time, but she got screwed. And I was convinced AOC was going to lose 2 years ago because the people in her district were pissed off at her, and everybody that was interviewed was saying, "No, we got to get rid of her. She's no good." Da, da, da. And lo and behold, a miracle. She wins by a landslide almost.
Mm.
Okay, New
Well,
York. It's like somebody was saying that you got to understand New York. New York politics for over a century have been run by Democrats, and they have corrupted everything. He said, and it's run by the county bosses. I think he said, who party bosses anyway, and they give marching orders to everyone, and they're the ones who select everybody. They select all the candidates who are going to be elected, everything, and they select the judges. Judges are going to do what they want them to do, even if it's ridiculous as it was in the two Trump trials we had to suffer through.
yeah. Yeah, the money's going to flow, and a lot of it's going to have to go into security. But the thing is that here's the thing: you cannot buy this level of attention. So,
Yeah.
from a political advertisement point of view, this is intense. This man dodged a bullet. Literally
Literally.
dodged a bullet.
Literally, yeah. And
And
we are using the term literally in its proper sense.
yes, yeah. So the thing is that we're talking about a man that can say with high authority that God protected him, and that it is manifest destiny for him to become president. That it's going to happen. And
I hope a lot of people look at it that
yeah,
way.
well, I wouldn't be surprised. Now is the time for religious leaders to stand up and make that statement that they believe that Donald Trump was protected by God. Because frankly, any decent shooter could make that shot.
Yeah.
So the thing is that and you know I understand you go for the headshot, you know, when it's assassination, and that's not the easiest target. But the thing is that he had this assassin shot 8 times. He didn't shoot through the podium or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
Well,
And
they're
God
talking
bless.
that there may have been two shooters. I don't know yet. Well,
Well,
that's still up in the air. They haven't talked about that for a while now.
8 shots. That's the last I heard. But the thing is that
Yeah, originally they said 4 shots, but then when I saw the thing, I definitely heard at least 8 shots.
yeah, and yeah, the woman behind Trump was killed, and I also predict that before the night is through, those people that were wounded will be called by Trump, and that he will take care of their medical
Oh, of
expenses.
course. Oh, this poor guy who died, Trump's going to take care of his family.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a hell of a way to go.
It is. It is, man.
And anybody who has any kind of political ethics, whether Republican or Democrat, is going to stand by Trump. He's going to get support from directions ain't never been seen before. And
Well, already the Democrats in Congress have already expressed regret at this happening and so on and so forth. They're all fucking
well, they have
hypocrites.
to say that.
Yeah, they're hypocrites. Yeah,
Maybe so. But the good news is a hypocrite sometimes ends up doing something you want them to do because they have to demonstrate their hypocrisy. So there's a cash cow in there somewhere.
Hey, all right. I think we've kind of exhausted the this topic for now.
I got one more for you that you won't believe that's going to happen.
Go ahead.
Trudeau is going to send a message to Trump.
Oh, of course.
telling him the same shit that the supposed Biden conversation was, the letter.
Of course.
Biden letter.
Oh, we're so sorry. What they're sorry about is that the killer missed.
Well,
Yeah,
every leader from every country, regardless of whether they despise this guy or not, are going to say the same damn thing.
yeah. Especially our enemies are going to go, God damn it, they fucking missed.
Well, that's there's a lot of enemies. So the thing is that yeah, this was done just before Biden is going to be made the candidate for the Democrats. He's going to lose $90 million in donations because they want him to come down. Not
Well,
even
the
Jewish
GOP
leaders.
convention is in a couple of days. It's on Monday,
Yes.
I think it starts, right?
That's the beauty of the timing. This is going to be number one news for the next year.
This clinches their nomination.
This is the smoke and mirrors. So this way Biden can sneak in there and nobody's going to notice it. And that's that.
Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was Newsom, that gruesome Newsom. He is, you know how he's trying to fight crime in California now?
Yeah, by what?
In San Francisco. I'm sorry, San Francisco. You know what he's doing to fight crime there? He's ordering, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming these are meat manufacturers. But he's ordering tenderloin businesses to close early to combat crime. I know you don't make sense at all, Newsom, but this makes less sense of anything you've done.
No, I'm surprised. I think the only thing that Newsom can offer to fight crime is to get the fuck out of this seat that he's in and leave. Don't just leave California. Leave the planet.
The country. Go to Canada.
Planet.
Go to Canada. Why don't you and Newsom go butt fuck each other?
He is an inverted, what is that, Midas. Everything he touched turns to shit. That guy is a pus on the planet of the earth, and he should be.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God, he's so disgusting. He really is. Yes. I told you about that meme, but I'll tell our viewers. I saw a meme that had a picture of Newsom laughing at the camera and Kamala Harris next to him, looking at him and cackling away, laughing. And the title of the meme was "Newsom and Bluesome."
Yeah,
hey, maybe it was rather witty.
This watch so he could be a clock sucker. Oh, he probably already is. All those liberals are.
Well, yeah, especially from San Francisco.
Wow. Yeah. The largest urinal in the world. San Francisco.
Another thing that Biden is shutting down from the the Bush administration this time, he is going to cut AIDS relief.
I heard about that.
Payments that the Bush administration began, which in a way is the only thing he's cut at all. But that's going to alienate the gay vote. They're not going to like that.
You know, because to be honest with you, the gays ain't with them. They're pushing the trans thing, and you know, and when you get children to basically abominate themselves into these things, you know, that you ruin their opportunity to be able to discover their own sexuality. Really?
Did I tell you my idea on how to end this controversy about men competing in women's sports? Men who claim to be women?
Well, yeah.
Okay, no. Here's what we do. You say you can compete against biological women if and only if you surgically castrate yourself. You have your male genitalia removed, then you are free to compete against women. Even though you will have a testosterone advantage anyway.
I think men should be
able to put their money where their mouth is.
Anyway, I think men should be able to compete against women, and the reason for that is if you're a man that wants to compete against a woman, you ain't no man. So it's males competing against women, not men. They're not men. They're males.
I
That
was
they
listening
don't
to
deserve
Riley Gaines. I was
man.
listening to Riley Gaines talk to a couple of people on a podcast yesterday, and she was saying how it was when they were in the dressing room with that jerk off. What's his name?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
six
yeah,
foot four jerk off who started this shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes them a while to set their bathing suits up because they're so tight. You have to set it up, really good so that basically so your lips aren't hanging out in a bathing suit. Anyway, that jerk off was in the thing, and all the girls were uncomfortable. And she said one girl who had been who had won many swim meets and everything was really a top swimmer in the country. She came up to her one day and said, "Oh, Riley," she was so happy. She said, "I found a janitor's closet where I can change." So these girls were going into this tiny closet next to a filthy janitor's bucket with mop water in it and changing in there because they didn't want to change in front of this male, I should say.
Male,
He's
thank
not
you.
a man. He's a scumbag. Okay, and this is a guy who was 300, 400 against men for 3 years. Then he decides the senior year, I'm going to be a woman. And all of a sudden, he shoots to superstardom.
Right.
He should have everything taken away from him. He should have to pay back every cent in scholarship funds that he stole
No,
from
real
these
simple.
women.
Somebody should knock him on his ass and castrate him. There you
I
go,
think
buddy.
that's it. Yeah, if he wants to keep the stuff. You want to be a woman? Fine, be a woman. Take it off. Take it off.
Fun fact: the military is having difficulty get with people trying to get into the military because they can't use 70% of them. You know why? They're grotesquely obese. It seems that
70% of the people.
this is one of the most obese generations there ever was.
Right, wait, you're saying 70% of applicants?
Yes, are obese. They
Yeah,
can't
you know
use.
why? Because they've lowered standards to allow obese people to go
It's
to
because our
apply.
society is fucked up, and
It is.
it's got people with candy-colored hair. It's got people cutting their bodies apart. It's got people with tattoos up their ass. It's ridiculous. I mean,
Tattoos are something that military get. That's not a big deal. But
some of
what
these
is a
people
big
have
deal
more
is,
metal in their face than you have on your zipper.
yeah, I've seen people like that. But the thing is, the people who they are letting into the military who are happily joining, first off, most of them not physically competent for the job. Secondly, those people who are now in there, thanks to this DEI bullshit that we've been pushing on the military for years, and by we, I mean the administration, it's President Xi and the Ayatollah of Iran and Putin and all our enemies have gotten together and said, okay, this is how it's going to be. And they're giving the orders to the military and telling them how we should staff our armed forces.
Yeah, the Chinese are using genetic engineering in order to make their men more manly, so to speak.
Yeah,
So
another problem with that too, because they have so few women, they have a shortage of women because they used to have a one-child policy and people would kill the girls and have another child till they got a man. Can you imagine the rampant homosexuality throughout China these days?
I'd rather not. But the thing is that China has a lot of things going wrong with it. But the biggest problem with China is the government treats their entire population as slaves and as chattel. You know, China is as corrupt a government as you can imagine.
Oh yeah, no. It's really messed up over there. I mean, what they do to the Uyghurs, and I'm no fan of Muslims, as you know, but what they're doing to the Uyghurs is not humane at all. When the pandemic was around, remember how China kept people in their apartments? They couldn't go out for anything.
They welded their doors shut, so they couldn't leave.
That's crazy.
But you also talk about a country that had to put nets underneath their windows in their industries because people were trying to commit suicide. They jump out the
Yeah.
window, and they would capture them in the nets. So you have a country where the people are so badly treated, they're committing suicide. And this
Yeah.
is
You know what? I have yet to see hordes of people in America jumping onto leaky boats and trying to make their way to Cuba or to Venezuela or wherever that you have a socialist government. Okay, I just don't see it. I don't know why. All these liberals who hate capitalism, I don't see them fleeing to the socialist countries. Why not? Why are you
because
so
they're trying to make
fucking
this one.
hypocritical?
They're
Right?
trying to make this one. You know, they're trying to convert this country into those things, and they don't even um, they
They
haven't taken
have countries ready for them. Countries that are following the policies they claim they love. Get the fuck over there. Get the fuck out of our faces. Leave us alone.
18 million people in the past 4 to 5 years have broken into this country because they want to be here. 18
Yeah,
million
that's
from all
another
over
thing.
all
That's
over the
another
world.
thing. You know how the Democrats say we need these people, these illegals, because our population is decreasing? Well, how about instead of allowing these illegals to invade our country, we just stop all the abortions. Somebody doesn't want the kid, have the kid, and then raise them in foster
No,
homes or adopt them.
a
Okay,
woman to kill their
they
baby.
they would make a population that is decreasing, and they would be.
If they want slaves now, they can't wait for them to grow.
Yeah, I know.
But you know, the thing is that these are illegals. They're felons. They shouldn't be in this country. According to our laws, they should be, at the very least, ousted. That's that. I mean, there's no discussion here. Get rid of these invaders. Get rid of them any
Oh
way
yeah,
possible.
I think for the first time, I think a majority of Americans are in favor of masks,
Oh yeah, you
and
know,
I hope it happens the moment Trump takes office. I hope his first executive order should be reopen drilling into Alaska and open the Canadian pipeline.
I think what we should do is get all these illegals and paratroop them into Iran.
And you
They
know what? Make them wear rainbow flag shirts.
hell yeah. I wouldn't spend the money on them. Just dump them there. Just dump them in
No, but
Iran.
it would be
Let Iran
so
do it.
much fun, so much fun to have them wearing rainbow shirts.
They're gonna get shot
or,
anyway.
or give them back. Take these libtards here who like to hold up banners and march for queers for Palestine. Okay, here, go to Gaza, do it there. Go to
We could very well be on the edge of an extremely violent time. The reaction from the right might be excessive. Um,
it
and
depends on what the left does now from now on.
the thing is, they've never seen us run amok. Okay,
No, that's why they keep pushing and pushing and pushing because they keep pushing and we keep going back. We keep going back. We keep going back. There's going to be a point where we're going to say stop, or we just can't go back anymore.
this may very well be that point.
It could
I'm
be.
telling you, if Trump being shot doesn't push us over the edge, I don't know what will.
It's not pushing us over the edge so much as forcing us to face the reality and do something concrete, do something useful to win our country back, to make our country the constitutional republic it was intended to be and was for so many years.
Evil thrives when good men do nothing.
Yep. Evil. Yeah, it's true.
It's probably the quote is not exactly right. I think
Yeah, something like
prosperous or
that.
whatever.
I forget who said it. I think it was one of the guys who went to one of Hitler's camps.
I thought it was Thomas Paine.
No, no, no. It was much later. Well, he may have said something similar too.
He was a real pain.
Yeah. Rousseau said something interesting. Rousseau said, "I would rather die a free man than live on my knees a slave."
Actually, a very famous quote from Tarrington is, "I'd rather fight than switch."
Oh yes, I remember that. There's also another quote. I forget who exactly said it first, but many people have said it over the years, and it's called, "Hey, Democrats, up yours."
Yeah, I wouldn't
All
give
right.
them. I wouldn't give them the satisfaction.
Anyway, yeah, they would enjoy
Your
it.
nation.
They would enjoy it. All right, kiddo. I'm gonna get back to watching this to see if I can find out
All right,
what I
then I guess
missed.
we're done here.
So have a good night, folks. We will
We
see
can.
you soon. Bye.
Bye bye.